Hi, we're Roger and Tracy. We have recently started a new YouTube channel where we are showing you our van life, our travels, and just some interesting how-to videos as well, which is what we're going to get into today. Roger's going to be doing something today, and then I'm going to follow up with a video on how to upload videos from your DaVinci Resolve 19 to be able to put them on YouTube or save them in your files. What are you working on today, Roger?
So with DaVinci Resolve, I just found it really difficult to get started. I got frustrated with looking online YouTube videos of people doing, trying to show you how to get started with the program, and they were engineers that had been doing it 15, 20 years, and I just found it really hard to follow. They weren't slow enough. So I just thought it'd be great to show a basic video of how to get started with the program from once you get it loaded to simple editing, pulling things around, adding your videos, your music, everything to the end, which is basically doing some sort of transition out of it and then being able to upload it, which Tracy's going to be covering because she's very good at that.
We each have our own jobs, right?
It makes it easy.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed today's video and are able to follow along easily. Would love to hear your comments down below, and we'll see you next time.
So when you have DaVinci Resolve loaded, and I'm using version 19, the latest free version, this is the screen that'll come up. What you want to do is go down here to the bottom right where it says New Project. Click on that. You'll be able to title your project right here. Just going to put Test. Good. Create. Now you'll see this is the main screen that comes up in DaVinci Resolve. A lot of information in here, and if this is your first time to it, you'll see what I mean. The first time I looked at them, like, this is just one screen, what am I going to do? And went to look for help and only found engineers that wanted to move the mouse around really fast and talk really fast. So hopefully this is helpful with a beginner application. So you'll see right down here, this symbol is highlighted in blue. Pretty much I only use that one and this one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different icons here. Actually, this last one, the deliver, my wife's going to go over that one. She does the exporting and everything to YouTube and the different platforms, so you'll want to use that one. You'll see her doing that one, but we're pretty much going to use the edit and the cut. And there again, I don't even know exactly what each one of them does totally, but I know enough to be able to use it. So if you look up here, like I said, this initially comes up under the cut. It says up here, no clips in media pool. So what you're going to do is right click the mouse on that, and then you go down here to where it says import media. So anything you have saved on your computer, you'll be able to import here and go find it. So I'm going to click import media, and then you'll see it brings up your different options. This is under downloads, but you can go to other things as well. Your desktop, documents, music, pictures, videos, wherever you might have things stored. I found just working with the downloads is the simplest thing to do, so you don't have to move things around. So you can see I have the free cam download on here. I'm going to go down to just do this bloopers video first try. You double click on that. This will come up every single time. Change project frame rate. You're going to want to say change because that way everything's going to be the same. The different formats and files that you would bring into the system, be it pictures or videos or music. You're going to want everything to sync up, so you're going to want to hit change. And then you can see that video is right up here. Now you can do a couple different things. You can double click on that. It's going to bring it up over here with the audio on here. Very simple and clean. And if we jump down here from the cut to the edit, you'll see how that screen is a little bit different screen. Same thing here. If you double click, it'll bring it over here. This is only a preview, and you can, there again, you've got play, skip, you know, pause, all the different controls. If I hit play, it's just going to start playing. That's my wife and I, Tracy. So we're going to stop that. And then what you're going to want to do, I found it's easier just to go back here to this icon here. And then you're just going to left click and drag it down into the timeline. So left click, you're just dragging it down. And right here, so you can move it around. You want to put it right here, so it's going to be in the timeline. And you've got it ready to go here. And if we hit play,
Hey, hello everyone.
it's now in the timeline. And you can see these red cursors here. If you grab this one, you can move forward through. What we're going to do, if I stop it here, you can see there again, like your chapter skip, you can hit that and jump to the complete end. And then if you were to import, well, let's just do it. We'll import, so right click, import media. We'll bring in something else. We'll just click this one. Okay, this video in here, and you could bring all kinds of different videos or photos in here. We're just going to grab on that one, bring it down here, and put it right after that one. And then if you just want to grab this line here at any point where the arrows are, you can just move it a little bit. So I can put it there, hit play. And you can see how it transitioned. So that's pretty simple stuff there. A couple nice keys is if you use the J, K, and L keys on your keyboard, the J will play it backwards, the K will pause, and the L will play it forward. Nice keys. Your keyboard space just pauses and plays. So I found those keys very helpful, other than using your skip forward or skip back. So if I skip back, it'll go to where we created that space in the two different videos. Okay, so that works very nice. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is within the edit screen, you have this little slider bar down here that you can move around to move the frame around. So what if I want to add a transition? So you go up to the effects tab here. You can see you got video transitions, audio transitions, titles. We're going to use the video transition right now. So you can see if you scroll over any of the effects, it'll show you how it's going to work for where the playhead is. So if I bring it here to where the transition is, you can see how it's going to look on that transition if it's right in the middle. So we're going to select that. We're going to drag it over, and you can see it won't drop. If I let go, it's not going to go. A lot of time, most of the time, it will actually drop there. If it doesn't, then it's because there's some missing information. So the easiest thing to do is to go over to, well, before you do that, you want to make sure your red line is clicked in the middle here. So just move your cursor over and click there. Then you go over to the transition that you want, right click on it, add to selected, edit points and clips. And then you're going to see this comes up, add transitions. Some of the clips selected have insufficient handles to apply the transition. You can choose to trim the clips and shorten your timeline, or skip clips with insufficient handles. So basically it's saying there's not enough information there. Like I said, most of the time this won't happen, but when it does, this is the process you need to take, and it will automatically clip a little bit off this and a little bit off this to put your transition in. Otherwise, you can do it manually as well. So I'm going to do trim clips, and all I did is it took a little bit off on each side there, and then it stuck that transition there. So if I move my playhead over and then hit play. Let's do it a little closer.
Your video. Wow, I'm so glad I watched.
It did that transition there for us. So that's how that works. Like I said, most of the time you'll be able to just click on it, drag it over and drop it. But when that doesn't work, then that's what you can do. Another thing you can do is click and make that your transition red, and then you can see up here under the inspector, you can also move that around. You can move it to the left side, you can move it to the right side, or you can have it in the middle. Personally, I like it in the middle, and you can turn that inspector off if you want. I like to have it up, but you can do it either way. So I also wanted to show you how to do a title. So you'll see over here on the left side, we were talking about those transitions. You can click on title, find one that you like down here. Do the scroll one, so it's going to scroll up the left side. We can move this over so we can put our ending up here. So we're going to do the scroll transition. Just click on it with your left, bring it over. These go up here unless you want it to overlay something, so you just put it up there at the end. Click on that box, and you can see up here with the inspector open, the scroll title is what's up right now. You can click on the end, backspace, and I'm just going to, with the caps lock on, hit the end. Now when we do the end here and play it,
Hey, I'm done.
there's our transition. You can see that's kind of slow, so what you can do is move this back over. You can grab the end of it, bring it back, shorten it up a little bit.
I'm done.
It's a little cleaner. So the next thing we want to do is add an audio track to the bottom. Sometimes it's really nice to have some music playing. So what you can do is you want to go back over here to the cut. You see these got these three little icons here. I believe it's the middle one. And it says add audio tracks. So we just added a line down here. You can see it a little bit better under this icon down here. So the next thing we want to do is add our audio track. So we're there again going to come down here to the cut. Go up to the box up here, right click, import media. I'm going to select this ES lay here track. This is just one I'd already put in the computer. Just double click to import it. And we're simply going to click on it, drag it down to our audio line. I should have had this at the beginning, but you can see it's moving the playhead up there. It's at the beginning. I should have come to the beginning before I did that, but anyway, we accomplished the same thing. So our audio track's there. Now we're at the beginning. If we hit play, it's all mixed up there. I'm going to go down, edit, a little bit, and then we want to edit the audio. So most places I've found say you want to be between -15 and 20 dB on your audio. So I'm going to click on the vocal tracks up here. Go up here under the inspector. There again, it's already open. If it's not, you just click the inspector. Volume right here. We can bring it back. Let's just do -16. Now when we play it, you can see how it's changed that audio track. Pretty quiet, but our vocal track, or our music track is still way too loud. So we click on that track, do the same thing back here, and you can see that track just got a lot smaller. So let's go -40. Now we'll go 39.47. And now we'll play it.
Fall adventure. We went up to the northeast to the New England.
See, we need to bring up our audio track, so we click the audio. Let's bring that up to, let's just go +7.
Area and had a great time seeing friends and family and just.
This track is too low, so we'll bring that up. You can see how these little changes make a big
Visiting
difference.
some new places we've never been.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. And now we're back in Tennessee, still enjoying all the.
So you can adjust those to whatever works for you. And then what we want to do is we want to go back. Another thing you can do is trim the audio coming in, so you can see that little cursor when I'm in those audio fields. I can grab that, bring it back out to match what this is up here. That way when I start it, it's going to be come in low and then get louder.
Hey, hello everyone. We just wanted to.
As well. So each time I hit the skip forward, it's going to go to each break. So at the end here, this back. Same thing. Oh, one thing I want to show you here. Let's go here. And see how we've got the music down here? Keep playing after the video's over. So a neat little trick you can do is, let's go back to the cut. And remember I was talking about these 3 little icons? Click the one on the right, and it says trim into playhead. So remember, this is our playhead, so we can trim all this off by simply hitting or clicking to trim into playhead. Oops, we selected the wrong part. This has got to be, you've got to select the part you want to trim. So this actually brings up another key. It's the Control Z or the Control Z, which will undo the last thing that you did. So that mistake I just made, I can do Control Z, and it just corrected that mistake. So I'm going to go down and click this, do the trim end again, trim end to playhead, and there, it just erased all of that at the end. So the last thing we need to do under this trim is just trim that audio back so that it fades out when we're done. So we click playhead back here and hit play, you'll see it'll fade out. And there you go. That's just some basics of how to use DaVinci Resolve.